So, guys, here we are again, MMA UK News, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about SGI10, SGI10 is going to be Saturday, 7th of May, going to be at the usual place, Maryhill Community Halls in Glasgow. So, again, we keep talking about the venue. Anybody that's ever been there before, it's an unbelievable venue for combat sports, not just grappling. We got MMA there. There's boxing events and so on, always at Maryhill Community Hall. So a great place to go. The fans, the spectators are on top of the action. Obviously, the mat in the very middle. Fans are all on top of it. And as I said, it makes for a fantastic atmosphere. So going to be a little bit different this time. We keep talking about the pay-per-view. So obviously the introduction of pay-per-view. So obviously the last 9 events been building up to this event. So SGI10 is going to have that live pay-per-view. So anybody that wants to, that's not going to be at the event that night, make sure you do get your pay-per-view. £10 for some of the matchups that you're going to see on that night is an absolute bargain. Anybody that is going to be there, get your tickets directly through Scottish Grappling. So head to the Scottish Grappling Facebook page, and you can buy your tickets directly through their booking system. So definitely do not miss out on this, because there's a lot of different grappling styles are going to be on show that night. We've obviously got some wrestling, we've got some jiu-jitsu, and we've got some judo. Everybody loves a bit of judo as well. So we're going to see a lot of different styles on show. So my next guest, obviously, is going to be on the show that night. Chris Sicario Hayes of
What's
Catch
that?
22, submission fighting up in Brecon, obviously under Sean Voss. Chris is going to be up against Thomas Nelson. So again, Thomas coming out of SMAC. Again, 2 fantastic grapplers. We've seen obviously Chris. Chris has been out there representing Grapple Fest, SGI, so he's been all over the place at the moment. But this time going to be a little bit different, because we're getting a full camp this time, Chris.
Yeah. Rock and roll. Let's go.
Not just a few days. I'd say, Chris, obviously a lot of things came up on a few days' notice. So so this time we're going to have a good month or so training camp, which is obviously a lot better for yourself, Chris.
Yeah, it's a lot better now because I get as much rounds as I've wanted to, and I've also been traveling to the ADCC open
Yeah,
mats and stuff, so
yeah,
getting a lot of rounds there as well. So it's good to see my level improve and to be ready for
yeah.
SBI this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and the
Indeed.
ADCC, the training camps as well were awesome. I mean, obviously there was one in Aberdeen. Obviously, you guys went up to Aberdeen. There was the one at obviously Catch 22 in Brecon. So, and then obviously the one that we had last week, not the weekend there, the weekend before, over at Fair City Jiu Jitsu as well. Which, and again, you talked about different people. You had all these different people, different levels as well, whites right up to black belts, Arizona Mercedes.
Yeah,
Brody
yeah.
came out represented as well. So it was a lot of good rolling for you guys.
Yeah. Bunch of good guys, bunch of different abilities. So it's pretty cool to get
Yeah,
involved and to see more like different styles of grappling as well in Scotland. So it's really nice that
yeah, it is.
to see that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And the level as well, we keep talking about the level in Scotland at the moment. The level in Scotland at the moment is unbelievable. We see that at obviously like SGIs, at Evolution of Combat. We see that at local comps and so on. But the level is very, very high. Probably higher than it's ever been in Scotland.
Oh yeah. And the fact that they're getting an ADCC over in Scotland now, that's gonna be awesome, eh?
Yeah, mate. So obviously we were over doing the referees course a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, sorry, and over at Submission Factory, obviously at Craig McIntosh's gym. So it's great. I mean, we're obviously hearing a lot of stuff, what they're planning on doing, how big they want to take it. Which, I mean, there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff that obviously Craig McIntosh is going to be announcing over the coming kind of weeks. So it's going to be exciting for Scotland.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that's something you love as well. I mean, you love the submission only stuff. You love going out there, kill or be killed, so to say.
Yeah, it's a good way to get out there as well, you know. Like
Yeah,
you're gonna get some beasts on them mats like up and coming that haven't had their spotlight, and there's a good opportunity for them to get themselves out there and to thrive. So good opportunity for Scotland, definitely.
Definitely. And then, what about you then? Obviously training. So obviously been at the training camps over the last few weeks. Obviously got another one coming up this Sunday as well. So how's everything apart from obviously the training camps? How's your training going now? Certainly for this training camp.
Yeah, probably the best it's ever been. I've definitely leveled up. That's all I've got to say. Yeah, it's just been amazing, and I'm excited to get out there and to put on a good show. Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about level up, you still do the Pokemon?
Well, every now and then, yeah. Got, gotta love, gotta love a bit of Pokemon.
Yeah.
But
Oh no, man.
I've been playing Elder Ring as well.
Right.
That's a bitch of a game. Just you start playing and you just get smited. I'm like, I'm going back to jiu-jitsu.
I'm
Screw
going
this.
back to jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is so
Yeah,
much easier. So much easier.
exactly.
So and then just a couple of comments coming in. James Guyton, is it Guyton? Just saying
Yeah,
woo,
yeah.
it's on. And then obviously laughing there as we're talking about Pokemon. So yeah,
We actually had a discussion before this podcast, and he
yeah.
was like, "Oh, I bet you're going to talk about Pokemon, or he's going to bring it up." And then you bring it up. I was like, "Oh, here comes the comment," and there it is.
I
Thanks,
still remember.
James.
Yeah, I still remember obviously the first conversation me and you had in it because you've got the Pokemon tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Pokemon tattoo. So I still remember that conversation.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Pokemon was massive. I mean, I know my son's 24, and he's got a DS. He went and bought a DS and loads of Pokemon games and sits and plays Pokemon. Do you know what I mean? And 24-year-old, you're like, what are you doing? Why are you playing Pokemon? Do you know what I mean? So, but it was massive. I mean, it's a massive game. And I think you were talking the first time we spoke where you would go out and you'd be walking about and you'd be collecting Pokemon outside and so on and doing whatever it is you guys do. So it was definitely massive. So
Yeah. It's just something to do,
yeah,
some people watch TV. I like to play games and watch anime and just
yeah,
geek out a little bit. So yeah.
yeah. Listen, exactly the same as my son. My son's exactly the same. He got right into anime. I remember he used to come down. He'd be in the living room just sitting watching the TV like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I would just hear noise. And you know that way when you hear a noise in the house, obviously being a dad, you're going to get up and investigate what's happening. So I would come down the stairs and here's this 24-year-old lump lying on the couch watching fucking anime cartoons, and I'm like, TJ, it's 4 in the morning. You've got work at like 8 o'clock. What are you doing, man? He's like, yeah, I'm just going to finish this episode. And then
Brilliant.
and then I would get up at 7:30 in the morning, and this guy would still be lying on the couch watching fucking
Yeah.
anime. Do you know what I mean? So
Oh
he got,
wow.
he got right into it. He still watches it. Even he's over in Holland just now, and he's still,
Fair enough.
yeah. He'll he'll phone and tell us about, oh, did you watch this? Did you watch that? And you're like, no, I didn't see any of that. So,
Got to
um,
link me up with that guy. What?
yeah, no, listen, he's a Jits guy as well. He's over in Holland
Oh
doing.
shit.
He's over in Holland. Working over there for Nike, and he's
Yeah.
doing kickboxing and Muay Thai. So,
Oh nice.
so obviously he
Good.
wants to. I think he comes back in December, and then he wants to get right back into training. So he's over there. He sent me pictures the other was a couple of nights ago, where the coach, the gym he's training at, the coach is Dutch, so he doesn't speak any English whatsoever, and nobody in the class speaks any English. So obviously, but you know yourself, martial arts or any kind of martial arts, all they need to do is show you what they're doing. And we can
Yeah.
understand. It's that universal language, so to say. Um, so the coach basically was like, right, just go at each other. We want this is competition training. And he sent me a picture of his leg, and obviously his thigh was all bruised at the very top. His inside thigh It was all bruised. His calves were all bruised, and
Wow.
he
Nice.
got the shit kicked out of him. Man. Do you know what I mean?
Brilliant.
Yeah, but he loved it and went back. He went back.
Yeah,
So,
sick.
and then James just came on saying, Baz Rutten. Yeah, Baz Rutten, fucking famous kickboxer, Muay Thai, or just an absolute head case of a guy. So, do you ever watch the Baz Rutten stuff where he does the breakdowns, the
the
different
the
moves?
self-defense stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm going to have to break his leg.
And
Sorry,
it's when
sir.
you get,
You don't do that to El Guapo.
yeah, he gets him in the clinch and all that, and he's like,
Bish bash bosh.
yeah,
Boom. And it's
oh,
over now.
yeah, absolutely awesome. Baz Rutten. Anybody who's never seen Baz Rutten, go on YouTube and look at some of his self-defense stuff. It's very it's very interesting. So, and then what about you then? SGI. So how did you find out? Because I know obviously you've been on before. Again, as we said, you didn't really get much of a training camp. Obviously, it was a last minute introduction. So how did you find out you were going to be on SGI10 then, Chris?
Yeah, so I got messaged by one of the guys. I forgot who it was. Sorry to say. And I was originally facing Aiden, I think,
Yeah, yeah,
wasn't it? Yeah, and then something happened. Fair enough. And then I got a replacement, and here we are.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go. But
Thomas as well.
huh?
I
Sorry.
was going to say Thomas. Thomas has been around the game for a long time as well in Scotland, so
Yeah,
been around
yeah,
for a while. So again, obviously coming out SMAC, SMAC got obviously a good team over there as well. Really, really good team. So, and it's an interesting matchup between the two of you.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Then let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Awesome. Like
yeah,
I want to, as long as it's good and exciting, and we give it our all.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's what matters.
yeah. And that's
Obviously, I want to come out with the win, and he wants to come out of the win.
yeah,
So
yeah,
best man on the day, innit? So
yeah.
yeah,
And that's the thing. I mean, I know you love being out there. Do you know what I mean? Putting yourself out there, win or lose, draw, whatever. I mean, you'll go out and you'll always come out to put on a show for people as well. So
yeah, oh yeah. I just want to be that guy that people want to watch. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want to
yeah,
be one of them stalling fighters that just wait around, or the guys pull guard and you're on your knees, or you've pulled guard and you don't really do anything. I just want to be constant and at it, and I want to be fun and entertaining. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
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 I think that's the way to be. If you're going to be a grappler, especially on these shows, you got to be at it and ready for anything, and just do your best.
yeah.
Don't wait around and look like a marshmallow in the corner. So yeah,
Definitely. And that goes to show. I mean, obviously, because things like Grapple Fest, I mean, Grapple Fest always have the people that are entertaining to watch. And obviously, for
yeah,
you going on to Grapple Fest, it was fitting. Obviously, they gave you the call, and sure enough,
yeah.
within a few days, you were down in Liverpool.
Yeah, I had to cut like 6 kilos in a week
I
for that,
remember, yeah.
and then I was puking before the match, and I was like, I don't care, I'm just gonna go in there and do whatever, and I
Yeah,
did. You just get on with it. Win, lose, draw. You just have your match, try and win, and on to the next one. Try, improve, make improvements, and carry on, and then soon enough I'll be shouting out some boys that I've got in mind and getting
yeah.
on bigger cards. So yeah,
Definitely, definitely. And then the good thing as well, pay-per-view this time as well, Chris. As I said, I know that previous shows, obviously, it's been building up and building up, and now they're at a point where pay-per-view is a must. They need to have pay-per-view, and sure enough, obviously, SGI10 going to be the introduction of the pay-per-view, which is brilliant.
yeah, good
Not
for
just for the
them. Yeah,
event,
for
but
sure.
for obviously the fighters as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. That'd be amazing. Yeah, yeah. Looking forward to it. Let's
Commentators as
go.
well. Commentators as well. Obviously, yours truly going to be one of the
Well, hey.
commentators. And then walkout music as well. Walking out to your
Oh
own music.
nice. Oh
So
sweet.
you've got your own song picked out already, yeah?
Well, I've got a few in mind, but I'll have to scroll through. Have a look. I've changed everything. My whole style of jiu-jitsu, my name. Look.
The name Sicario, yeah, I saw that come up a
Yeah,
few days ago. So,
yeah.
um,
It was Dean who suggested it. I
yeah,
was like, because everyone was like, "Oh, honey badger, oh, honey badger." That's a bit. Everyone's honey badger now. It's
yeah,
quite boring. Like everyone's honey badger. I was like, okay, someone pick a name then, and then eventually, like, I had like this monstrous day in the gym, and then Dean was like, "You know what? You should be like Sicario." And I was
yeah,
like, "What's that?" He was like, "Assassin, hitman."
yeah.
Because you're just assassinating anyone, everyone. So I was, all right then, go on,
Yeah,
let's do that then.
nice. I think
Fly with
is it,
it.
I'm sure is it a Mexican hitman? I'm sure it's South American anyway.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I think
um,
so.
so these are
Either
the
way,
guys. Yeah, these are the guys they send in to just kill everybody. Do you know what I mean? So they're the guys that nobody fucks with at all, man. They just come in, kill everybody, and then go home, sit down, have dinner with the family. So
it matches my style as well because I want to be that guy that finishes the fight as well. I don't
yeah,
just want to be the guy that like I said, I don't want to be waiting around. I want to go out there and finish the fight. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Definitely, definitely. And then, what about you then this year? So obviously, I know that it's been a big year so far. I mean, obviously, you've done a lot of great stuff so far. You've been on obviously Grapple Fest, as I mentioned, SGI. So, what do you see yourself doing going forward? Anything? I know you mentioned ADCC Scotland and
yeah,
so on,
yeah.
but anything that you have got your eyes set on? Anything that you're thinking about at all, Chris?
Um, Polaris as well.
Yeah,
Getting on there. Like maybe getting out to different countries and different sort of tournaments and stuff like that as well. So
yeah,
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 just getting myself out there
yeah.
and ready for anything.
Definitely, definitely. Well, listen, we love seeing you, as you know. Always love seeing you. Always love chatting to you. So you definitely
Cheers.
bring something different to the game, which is absolutely brilliant. Obviously, everybody at Catch 22. I mean, Catch 22's brought something a little bit different to Scottish Jiu Jitsu that we didn't have before.
Oh, that's good.
So, so definitely looking forward to seeing you full camp,
Cheers.
ready to go
Wee.
as always.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Ready to assassinate. Let's go.
Definitely. And then final thing for you then, Chris. So anybody you want to shout out to. So the usual, obviously the friends, family members, teammates. I suppose you better say do we better say a big shout out to John King. He's not
Oh
been
yeah.
on the comments. I mean, John
Yeah, John, you scumbag. Come out.
surprisingly,
Nah,
he's
he's
definitely
probably doing his S&C, to be fair.
right, right. So
Yeah, probably lifting weights or helping people lift weights,
yeah,
not
yeah.
chatting so much shit. That's all he ever does.
Yeah, yeah.
Back it up, princess.
So yeah, anybody you want to shout out to then, Chris? Anybody at all?
um, just everyone at Catch 22, really, and specifically Dean as well, because he's been helping me a lot, to be
Yeah,
fair, and a few of my friends that support me, like James and Damien and Hayden as well, that are all in Norfolk as well.
yeah,
So yeah, yeah,
yeah. Big
and
Ollie,
just and,
Ollie,
and everyone else, my family, my mum, my
yeah,
nan,
yeah.
all of them people. Yeah,
But Ollie Dillon as well. Obviously, we chatted to him the other day, and he was just saying, obviously, he gets
yeah,
training in with you as
yeah,
well. And
Ollie, yeah. We used,
yeah,
every time I'm in Norfolk, I'll try and get over to Ollie and that, and we'll have some rounds. So
yeah,
yeah, he's a good lad. I'm
yeah,
excited actually. Ollie
yeah.
and Dom as well.
Definitely, the Dillon
That's
brothers
gonna
are
be
coming as
sick.
well. So
Hey, let's
yeah,
go.
they two
Um,
again, two tough matches for them. Obviously, Kieran Brohan for Dom, and then Ollie. Shit, I can't even remember who. I should know this. Do you know what I mean? So, but Ollie's got a tough matchup as well. Do you know what I mean? So, but
yeah,
it's going to be
yeah,
good to see the two of them on the card. They've not been on a card together since he was saying 2012, back in 2012.
yeah.
So,
Ollie and Dom, yeah.
um,
They used to coach me years and
yeah,
years and years and years ago. It's
yeah,
crazy. And then Dom moved away, to Brighton, and then Ollie did his own thing somewhere else, but was on and off at a gym that I also fell out with. We both fell out with the guy there, and then we just all separated, and we kept in contact though, but it's just weird. And then years passed, I ended up moving to Scotland eventually with Sean, and now we're all like seeing each other at tournaments, and you know we're all in contact still, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, always up against Ben Campbell. So obviously Ben's
Okay.
name completely went off the top of my head there for a second, but Ben Campbell, as I said. So again, really, really good matchup between the two. It's going to be good to see Ollie back on the mats as well. I know obviously he did take some time out just before lockdown. Lockdown as well came and fucked everybody's journey up. So it'll be good to see Ollie back on the mats as well, which, as I said, and him and Dom on the same mat together, a few fights apart. It's going to be unbelievable to see. You as well, Chris. Chris Hayes. Chris Hayes. Sicario Hayes.
I'm just looking forward to the whole event, you know, like seeing Scottish grappling, seeing other people grapple, me as well, you know, just getting involved, trying to take everyone out.
Yes.
Freaking amazing, you know. It's the life, you know. What else? What other life do you want to live? You know, it's great.
Oh no, 100%, 100%. So there we go, guys. We're going to have Chris Sicario Hayes, catch 22, submission fight.
I just wanted to say a big thanks to Sean, because although we've had a tough ride, me moving over here and training and stuff, and we've had our ups and downs. So I'll give a shout out to Sean as well before we get off, Sean.
the big Voss man. We love the big Voss man. So yeah, guys, Chris Sicario Hayes, catch 22, submission fighting in Brecon, going to be up against Thomas Nelson of SMAC. So going to be Saturday the 7th of May, Maryhill Community Halls in Glasgow. Make sure you get your tickets for this, because this is going to be an unbelievable event. As the tickets are through Scottish Grappling Facebook page, and if you can't make the event, then get that pay-per-view. As the very first time, there's going to be pay-per-view at SGI, so make sure you do get it. So Chris, listen, always a pleasure talking to you. I absolutely love chatting with you every time I see you, buddy.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, you too.
Well, listen, enjoy the rest of your training.
Yeah, cheers. I want to say one thing. It's been a hard road, but it's worth it. You know, I've took time out away from my family, you know, and I think it's something, you know, it's truly tested me, but I'm ready, and you know, and let's all have a good match and have a good night on the night, you know.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Definitely. Let's do this, bro. Let's fucking
go.
do this.
Hey.
But listen, Chris, enjoy the rest of your training, buddy. And I'll see you on the 7th of May.
Yeah. Cheers.
All right.
Thank you.
Take it easy, buddy. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.